Hello friend, how are you doing today? So I just want to remind you that this is a transformation reading, and just as nature is always growing, changing, and transforming, you are also in a state of always continuous transformation. The point of this reading is to help you identify where you currently are on your own journey and help you move forward with grace and understanding as you deal with the challenges and growing pains that come with transformation. So let us ask the Oracle cards to help us understand and identify where we currently are in your own transformation right now, because it's better to be able to know how to move forward if we can understand where we are now, versus just blindly guessing. So let's find out where we are now. Also, these cards, I've shuffled them a lot. You see them in a lot of readings. They felt very rigid and very stiff, so I'm gonna take that in consideration as I move forward. Heartbroken. A pretty standard card as far as its understanding and meaning. But every time I see this card, I always, in my brain, think there's more beneath the surface. Like, yeah, when you're heartbroken, your heart's breaking and you're sad because you lost a connection, lost a friend, a loved one. There's a lot of reasons to be heartbroken. But outside of grief from loss of a friend, because, they passed over. And typically, if you're heartbroken, it's not just because you were blindsided by it. Yeah, there's the rare occasion, and if you were completely blindsided, there's still something that you need to see in that too. Heartbreak comes from attachment. And yes, I understand. I'm married. I'm attached to my husband. I love him. And if he was to ever leave me, I'd be heartbroken. But the thing is what were you attached to and what were you ignoring? Whenever I understand that I'm in a space or a place of uncomfortableness or discomfort, and it has something to do with, me being let down or my expectations not being met. A lot of times it's because I ignored the very obvious. A lot of times it's because I missed the very clear signals. A lot of times it's because I just chose not to listen to my intuition, or I chose to believe that there was going to be more than what actually could have happened. So the first thing I'm getting is, what is the real cause of this heartbreak? Intimacy. So, I already know that whatever you're going through has left you in a place of wanting more. And the intimacy card has been one I struggled with for a while. Because the truth is, there's more than just romantic intimacy. There's emotional intimacy, there's intellectual intimacy, there's, an intimacy of a platonic way, of just a pure friend being there for you. And the thing that I struggled with the most with intimacy, and the thing that most people struggle with, is understanding that, yeah, I understand wanting it from another person and that connection, because connection is very real. But this card doesn't say connection, it says intimacy. And a lot of times, the intimacy that you want from others, you need to start giving yourself. I know, it was a foreign concept to me too, but I honestly, until I understood how to be intimate with myself, I kept getting this card over and over again. So how do you be intimate with yourself? Well, start being very honest and vulnerable about the things that are happening in your life. Stop just shaking everything off. Stop saying, I can't have this, I don't want this. Just start being real. Start being real with what you want. Start being honest with yourself when you're sad, when you're mad. Start being very real with yourself. And the more that you can be intimate with yourself in almost every aspect, the more intimate you can be in the relationships that you currently have or that you will cultivate as you move forward. Boundaries. This is important. Boundaries coming through and saying that you need to enforce them. And if you don't have them, you need to create them. Boundaries are the thing that keep you healthy. Boundaries are the thing that keep you from being walked all over and for you having your energy, I would say, taken from you. But when you have no boundaries, you're willingly just saying, hey, this is for free, take it. So let's start putting boundaries into place. Let's start enforcing them. Let's start realizing what we will allow in our lives and what we won't allow in our lives anymore. The heartbreak, feels 100% like it has something to do with lack of boundaries. Unexpected blessings. Ooh, I love this card. This card always comes with different messages. This time, the heartbreak is an unexpected blessing. Because whatever that relationship was, romantic, non-romantic, I don't care. Maybe it was a job promotion or like getting let go from a job. Whatever caused this heartbreak is an unexpected blessing. There's something to be had from this. There's something to be learned from this. This is an opportunity for you to go to your roots. And when I mean roots, I mean who you are on the inside before society formed you. And this is a chance for you to find yourself in a new way that is more authentic and true and happy and freeing for you than the life that you've been currently living. All right. So what is the cause of all this? Like, what exactly is the root of this? And you're gonna be like, it's obvious, Kirsten. I can tell you exactly what caused this. And I hear what you're saying, but also what I'm getting is that was the tip of the iceberg, that there is so much more underneath that caused the scenario to happen. And that's what we're trying to figure out, what the rest of the iceberg is. We're trying to figure out what more is underneath the surface. Our first card here. 3 of Cups in its reverse position. So right away, okay, the message that I got, I'm going to say the message I got first, and then I'll go into what the card normally means. The message that I got was that with the 3 of Cups in its reverse position, you weren't willing to celebrate the small things. You are only happy with the big things. What do I mean by that? 3 of Cups is the reminder to celebrate the small wins. It's a reminder to remember that every win matters. And the immediate message I got was that you weren't willing to be happy about the small ones. You only wanted the big things. You only wanted the big things to work in your favor. The small things weren't good enough for you. So consider, moving forward, how you can celebrate the small wins. Because the small wins matter more than the big ones, if you ask me. Then we have Knight of Wands in its reverse position. So that's about impulsivity. That's about you chasing shiny object syndrome. That's about you going after thing to thing to thing, looking for the fix. I don't care if it's because you have money problems. I don't care if it's because you have relationship problems. I don't care what the issue is. If you're not willing to get to that root of the issue and you keep chasing the next answer, the follow this video and you're going to change your life, the take this pill and you're going to lose all those weight, the take this course and you're going to make all the money that you want, the do this and do that and you're going to get a guaranteed result, that's shiny object syndrome. That's impulsivity. That is you looking outward when you should be looking inward. Then we got the 2 of Wands in its reverse position. No, I'm sorry, that's the World. Okay. I don't know why I'd said 2 of Wands in my brain. We'll get to that in a second because I feel like there's something there. But the World in its reverse position is you understanding that this is a closed chapter. I mean, I got that already with heartbreak. But you're refusing to move on. You're refusing to get to the next stage. You're refusing to move forward. Instead, you're just being stubborn and be like, nope, I'm not doing this. Nope, this isn't happening. Nope, I refuse. And it's not getting you anywhere. You need to move forward. You need to get to the next thing. I'm not saying to not deal with the emotions that are coming from all of this. You still need to deal with the emotions. You still need to do the work. But dealing with those emotions and dealing with that work is what actually gets you to move forward back into the Fool's journey. Back into where you need to be in order to take that next step. And the fact that I thought that this was the 2 of Wands in its reverse position, I'm not ignoring that. Because the 2 of Wands in its reverse position tells me that you're willing to plan all day, but you're still stalling to actually follow through with those plans. It's like saying you're going to take a trip to like Florida or something like that. You're like, yeah, I'm going to take a trip. I'm going to take it in August. But you don't do anything to rent the car. You don't do anything to make the hotel plans. You don't do anything. And then August comes and then you never take the trip because you didn't actually plan anything. You just planned it in your head. And then we have the 6 of Wands and its upright position, which tells me you can do this. You can come out a victor, but it's a matter of you willing to do the work. It's a matter of you willing to move forward. Wands is about your passion, fire, desire to create and do. So you can stay here and wallow in self-pity, or you can let yourself get up, get back on your horse, and move forward. The choice is yours. Just gonna ask for next steps now. needing to know what it is we need to do in order to move forward, in order to get to that victory, that Six of Wands victory. It's all good and well to say that if you move forward, you're going to get there. But also, it's nice to have, you know, a little bit of direction, a little bit of understanding of what to expect. So, let's figure out what that is. Integration. Ooh, okay, this one kind of feels like a slap in the face because integration is asking you to take what you know and start applying it to your life, which is so much easier said than done. Actually doing the things that you need to do to better yourself in the beginning can be quite challenging and difficult. Like, for example, everyone knows that they need to work out, or everyone knows that they need to eat healthy. But to actually get yourself to do the workout, to get yourself to eat healthy, to make those decisions in the beginning, it can be like pushing a boulder up a hill. Getting the momentum is what matters. But what you're being asked to do is to integrate. Whatever that integration looks like for you, whatever lesson you have learned, and the knowledge that you have and the know-how that you have, start applying that to your current situation. Teaching. Okay. This one is actually helpful because for me, the easiest way to integrate things into my life is by teaching about it. Because as I'm experiencing it, as I'm doing it, and as I'm making the change, I'm able to help others. And this also helps me to feel less alone. And why that matters is when I'm teaching and I'm explaining and I'm talking to people about things, it helps me to make that connection and helps me to find accountability as well. The other thing about teaching that's really substantial is there's science behind teaching that shows if you're willing to teach it, it's going to stick in your brain easier and it's going to help you move forward. So consider how that applies to your life. I don't know if you are a teacher. I don't know if you're someone who naturally teaches or if the idea of teaching is like terrifying for you. But there is real science behind teaching and how it can help you integrate and move forward. Divine timing. This one is always like a yuck for me in the sense of like tired of hearing it, don't want to do it because it shows there's no controllability in you obtaining what you want. I'm not saying that you can't control yourself in order to get it. It's just you have to show up and then it's going to come to you when it's ready. What do I mean by that? So say you want this car. You really want this perfect vehicle. It's like the perfect vehicle for you and your family. You want it, but it's just a matter of like when you're going to get it, okay? You can work, do the money. You can, save up all the money. You can do the extra time and you can do what you need to. Sorry, the extra overtime. You can do what you need to in order to get that car. But you can't actually purchase the car until it's available to be purchased. Until it's in a place where you can buy it. You can go to the website, you can see all the things that you want from it, but you can't actually purchase it until it's in front of you. It's not the best metaphor, but you get what I'm saying. Then we got abundance. And you're like, Kirsten, if I had abundance, do you think I'd be in this situation? Hear me out. Yeah, because you do have abundance. You're just not aware of the abundance that you have. And I say this as somebody who has had to do money mindset for a good portion of her adult life. But I understand that I have clean running water, that I have a roof over my head, that I have a vehicle that works, that I have clothes, that I have books, that I have cards, that I have access to a camera, a computer, the internet, and all these things show that I have abundance. And you're like, well, how the frick does that apply to my life? Well, hear me out. If you're focused on the problem, you're just going to keep seeing more problems. If you're focused on the solution, you're going to receive solutions. Abundance is that call to pull yourself out of a problem mindset and into a solution-oriented mindset. Again, science has proven if you allow yourself to focus on solutions, solutions come. If you focus on problems, problems come. It's depending on what neural pathway your brain's on and what part of the hemisphere you're looking at. And when you're focusing on abundance, that gives you the ability to see solutions and it starts lighting up the solution part of your brain. So allow yourself to see what you do have going for you, what is going right for you. Allow yourself to have gratitude for those things and let answers naturally come to you instead of you trying to force the solution. Now I just want to ask for some encouragement because I feel like Spirit's given you not the easiest message to receive. And I say that knowing that tough love messages are kind of my specialty, to be honest. But at the same time, just because it's what you need to hear doesn't necessarily make it easy to receive. So let's just ask for some encouragement and see what we can get from Spirit there. I am not lost. I'm in a space of becoming. So I love that this shows a caterpillar and a chrysalis. And at this point, they could be soup, they could be almost a caterpillar, who knows? But this shows you amidst transformation. This shows you in the middle of being who you are. Remember how I said unexpected blessing always comes with a different, message every time I get it? Understand that this unexpected blessing was the catalyst. When I said Spirit aided you, that was the catalyst to help you get to be who you truly are meant to be. You're not meant to just be a caterpillar. You're meant to be a butterfly. Love finds its way to me in forms I would never expect. This card is important because if you are rigid about the way that you think love is supposed to be, and I'm not talking again about romantic love. This could be self-love. This could be just coworker love. This could be friendship love. This could be platonic love. There is more types of love than the English language actually has. Remember how I talked about this intimacy card and this boundary card? Okay. These two things allow you to receive love in different and unexpected ways. When you start putting yourself first and prioritizing you and your energy, you'll be surprised what comes to you and how receptive people are to it. I am safe in the space I occupy, even when fear visits. Again, those unknown variables, they're not fun. I know. I deal with them all the time. I'm not going to say I live in a constant state of discomfort, because I don't. But I am constantly putting myself in a place of discomfort in order to grow. Not that I'm going out of my way to make myself miserable, but I go to places where I don't get to know outcomes. I do things where I don't know outcomes. I do things where I just take a leap and I trust. And that asks me to be uncomfortable sometimes. But in all those moments, I know I'm in a safe space. Wherever I am safe. I don't put myself in dangerous situations. I put myself in situations where I can grow. So remember, you are safe in the space that you occupy, even when fear visits. I am not my thoughts. I am the one that notices them. This one's huge. Your inner critic has probably been taking the show, driving the steering wheel, and just doing everything to ensure that you stay in a place of misery. You know how I shut up my inner critic? I told it, hey, if you're so smart, why don't you tell me step by step, exactly to detail what it is I need to do in order to not do that again, in order to avoid this. When I did that, it shut up real quick. Because here's the thing, that inner critic doesn't know what it is that you need to do in order to move forward. It only knows how to keep you from moving forward. So, I am not my thoughts, I'm the one that notices them. When you realize that your thoughts are just a part of you, that you get to observe and say, that's not my truth, or that is my truth, that puts you in such a much more state of power than you always having to be in a reactive state or find yourself in a place where you think your thoughts are what define you. I know this was a lot, and I know this was a heavy reading. And if you want to share what resonates in the comments, I would love to hear it. But at the same time, I know that there is more to this than meets the eye. And I know whatever it is that you're going through, that you're going to overcome this. You're going to succeed because you've listened to this whole video. You've heard every word. Your heart recognizes something that makes sense and that's going to help you find the way to move forward. And if you can't believe in yourself, let me believe in yourself for you. Let me do the believing. 'Cause I know you're going to do this, and I know you're amazing. I know you got this. And I love you so much, and I cannot wait to hear your success story. And I cannot wait to see you again soon. Bye-bye.